The War of the Transformers. Radio Noise Podcast. Radio Zoo.
Concerning the terrified minister who, upon witnessing the journalist's exposé, hurriedly rushed to soothe the populace with reassuring tales, clinging to the hope that the audience's gullibility and trust would prevail. But did it succeed? Did it, humanity? It appears that Ukraine is introducing interceptor drones, along with other tools about which deliberate silence is maintained. Dozens of technological solutions have been discovered, dozens of devices already employed in combat conditions. We need a translator, one who can interpret from bureaucratic jargon into comprehensible language. Or perhaps this is because the speaker thinks in a different language than the one he utters. No, this isn't about English, nor even Crimean Tatar. First and foremost, what is this introduction? What is it being introduced into that no one has seen for over a year? Behind the closet? Secondly, what are these tools about which no information is disclosed? What exactly is kept secret? By whom? Why? Are we talking about angle grinders or jackhammers? Or are these not construction tools, but perhaps locksmiths or lathe tools? And where precisely have these dozens of solutions been found that are already in use in combat zones? Where exactly are they being deployed? In Donetsk or in Sumy? Or perhaps elsewhere, where the enemy advances? And why are we retreating then? And what are they used for? Retreat purposes? Should we consider changing the city to search for solutions and devices? Look elsewhere? Or maybe all these declarations stem from the journalists revealing to Ukrainians that your ministry does nothing, just like the general staff? Now, is it necessary to drown out this informational provocation? That's not how it works, buddy. If you're unaware, this onslaught has changed much, and your warm ministerial bath greatly differs from the outside world. The old formula, don't believe your eyes, no longer applies. In this context, you must believe your lying words. Why won't it work? Because it's difficult for you to believe when these mopeds, over the span of 8 hours, right before the grateful spectators, hit, and continue hitting a certain building, something we all know very well. Or when these damned mopeds, one after another, without resistance, strike a dormitory where ordinary students live, whose only fault is their nationality, and these ministers of the domestic government do nothing. Or when 2 enemy cruise missiles fly across Ukraine, then the entire capital, this isn't ballistics, so you understand what I mean, and calmly hit a residential building on the other side of the city. Or when soldiers, subordinate to the commander-in-chief, because he's busy micromanaging instead of strategizing, after all, that's his responsibility and yours, repeatedly fire from the same positions, launching 20 to 30 shells at a moped flying over the capital, yet never hit it. Do you know why? Because they hear your lies and lose their motivation, even for self-education. So, perhaps it's time to stop lying? Maybe simply tell the truth. We are not developing anything, nor allowing anyone to do so because we have other priorities, because spending on ourselves is more important. And by the way, now it's become clear who's feeding the president those fairy tales about magical rockets, interceptor drones, and other wonder weapons, along with the assaults and precise strikes he reports to his audience every evening. Do you know why we haven't yet lost this war with people like you? Because on the other side, among our enemies, are ministers, commanders-in-chief, and staff officers just like you. They even speak the same language.